Hello, this is a video from Revelation 13.net, recording this March 12, 2025. This is on the subject of, is there a possibility of UFO alien invasion occurring, possibly in 2026 to 2030. Note that something curious happened around December into January, December 2024 into January 2025. And that was all these so-called drone sightings in New Jersey, New York, other states. These, if you watch on these videos closely, these don't sound like any drones. These don't sound like any airplanes. These things are big and silent, and they can just disappear, and they're coming out of the ocean. There's one sighting of 50 of them coming off the ocean. No, there's not some ship off there launching drones. These things weren't drones. I think these things were aliens. Now, what were they doing flying over New Jersey, New York, and some other states? And there's like flying over every night. I'm not sure, but I think they're aliens. Maybe they're making like a show of force or something. So, there are. My website is on prophecies of the future, trying to predict the future. And there are prophecies in the book of Revelation which sound like an alien invasion. That's beginning in Revelation 19. Talks about the return of Christ with his army of aliens and UFOs. May actually be an alien invasion of Earth by UFOs. Read Revelation 19, it sounds like that. Likely the Christ will return on a UFO, beginning a UFO invasion of Earth, as described in Revelation 19. Revelation 19:11, King James Version. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. (19:14), and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. White horses, that sounds like UFOs. And out of his mouth go a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. Sounds like kind of powerful UFO weapon, defeats the nations of earth. And the 144,000 chosen ones will gather with the Christ, as described in Revelation 7:14. And these 144,000 will assist the Christ in taking over earth. In an alien invasion of earth and the coming of the New Jerusalem city down to earth from outer space. The New Jerusalem will become the world headquarters of the returned Christ and the alien invasion force once they take over earth. A reason for the invasion may be that the aliens are concerned about global warming and the destruction of the environment of earth. If you look at Revelation 11:18, should destroy them which destroy the earth. So we will have to see, but there's some other things to consider. Oh yeah, then you've got Revelation 22 in the Bible's book of Revelation, King James Version, 22:1. And he showed me a pure river, water of life, clear as crystal. 22:2. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life. River of water of life, this would be DNA. Tree of life, that is the evolution of life. The mention of DNA in Revelation 22 may mean the aliens will modify human DNA. Maybe they modify DNA to make man more peaceful and bring a world government run by the aliens. 22:2. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. So, and there's some other passages. Isaiah 13:5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation. And now also consider Chris Bledsoe is a UFO contactee who can summon UFOs, and he's demonstrated this many times and should be taken seriously. He can really do this. He can make he's in North Carolina, and he can make these UFOs just appear. And he apparently has contact. He's a contactee, has contact with the aliens. So he predicts what could be a UFO invasion or landing in April 2026, next year. He has demonstrated an ability to bring UFOs in the sky on command and communicates with them. So I would take his prediction very seriously. Now, that would be 2026. Then you've got possibility of February 2028 as a key date. According to the prophecies of Swiss UFO contactee Billy Meyer, the age of Aquarius enters its final transition date on February 3, 2028, and it predicts that this is a significant date for changes of the age of Aquarius. I wonder if this could be about alien invasion. Reference the essence of the notes prepared by Morris Osborne, Outskirts Press Incorporated, Denver, Colorado, 2009. But the Billy Meyer book, And Still They Fly, gives another date, February 3, 2029. Reference And Still They Fly by Guido Moosberger, published by Steelmark, 2004. So the Billy Meyer, who seems to be a serious UFO contactee, was an awful lot of photos of his going on UFOs, flying on them, and appearing, gives the critical dates of this age of Aquarius in 2028 and 2029. There's also on March 11, 2029, a powerful astrology pattern of a grand water trine with planets in a triangle shape in a planet cluster in Pisces Aries. You've got a grand air, March 11, 2029, a grand air triangle pattern, Moon and Pluto in Aquarius, Mars and Jupiter in Libra, Uranus in Gemini, also planet cluster in Pisces Aries. Then the date 2030, according to the book Atlantis and the Cycles of Time by Jocelyn Godwin, published in 2011 by Inner Traditions. In the chapter The Four Ages, there is mentioned the books of Gaston Gourgel on time cycles in history. Gourgel predicted the year 2030 as the end of the current time cycle, the Iron Age from 1958 to 2030, the end of which begins a golden age in 2030. Could that be when aliens take over Earth and alien world government started in 2030? Also, Atlantis and the Cycles of Time mentions that Gourgel referred to the book Beasts, Men, and Gods by Ferdinand Ossendowski, published in 1922, predicted that the people of Agati will emerge from underground beneath the surface of the Earth in 2030. I wonder if that could be aliens living in underground bases, emerging and taking over the Earth. So, alien invasion in 2030. You see a lot in the literature indicating that these aliens have underwater and underground bases, and their UFOs can travel underwater as easily as as in the sky, and that they have a lot of bases around Earth. They've had a presence for a long time. So, maybe refer to my website if you want to see more on this. But I'm watching April 2026 with real keen interest to see if you start seeing aliens showing up then, maybe taking over Earth to 2026 to 2030, whatever. So, and why are the aliens taking over? I think the aliens apparently are concerned about global warming and destruction of the environment. They also don't want any nuclear war. It appears that they would interfere to avoid a nuclear war. They certainly don't want that happening. And they don't want destruction of Earth. They got bases here, too, underwater, underground. They don't want the Earth destroyed. So, thank you.